Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we are going to provide a solution to this interesting question on the board. Don't forget to like, comment, and share to other people. Let's get started. The question reads, let a function f be defined on the set of real numbers from 2 to positive infinity. It means the least is 2, greater or equal to 2, right? Be a function defined as f of x equal to x squared minus 12ax plus 15 minus 2a plus 36a squared. If this particular function is surjective on these real numbers 2 to positive infinity, then we're asked to find the value of a. Number one, you should know that this is a quadratic function. Talking about the minimum, it means the minimum value of y is 2. And since the leading coefficient here is positive, it is an open up parabola where the turning point is at 2 because this is the minimum. Something like this. Suppose you have y-axis and this is x-axis. We have 1, 2. So the turning point would be at 2. This is 2. So the vertex here will be at 2. Okay, it's not straight, sorry. That is what it means. But how can we transform this into the vertex form? Remember, if you have a quadratic function as ax squared plus bx plus c, then the vertex form of this will be what? A x minus h squared plus k. This h here is the value of x at that point. So if you take the whole of x minus h and set it to be equal to 0, the value of h will be the value of x at that point. Then k is the value of y at the turning point. So if we can transform this into the vertex form, then we're going to relate it with k. But we know that k must be the minimum, which is 2, according to the interval given to us. So now let me come down here. We have x squared minus 12ax that contain what? X. So let me write it first. We have x squared minus 12ax. How can we make this a perfect square? Remember, we have to do a kind of completing the square. It is going to be half the coefficient of x squared. Half of the coefficient of x, it means negative 12a divided by 2, which is negative 6. Squared will give us what? 36a squared. Right? So you add 36a squared just to make it a perfect squared. But remember, you added this, therefore you have to take it away to compensate. Minus 36a squared. So this is the same thing as x squared minus 12ax because this minus this is 0. So it's like we have not added anything. Then add the rest of the terms. We have 15 minus 2a plus 36a squared, but I would like to write 36a squared first. Then we have plus 15 minus 2a. You can see that this and this will cancel, right? And this is a perfect square which can be written as x minus half of this, which is 6e. Half of the coefficient of x. Everything squared here. Minus plus 15 minus 2e. So this is the vertex form of this expression. But remember, I told you that the value here is always the minimum value of y. It could be the maximum. But in this case, we have seen that it is the minimum. And it is equal to 2. So therefore, the whole of this is equal to 2. Therefore, 15 minus 2a must be equal to 2, according to the question. You can take this one to the other side. It becomes positive 2a. You bring 2 backward, it becomes negative 15 minus 2. This is 13, right? So we have seen that 2a is equal to 13. So what is the value of a? Divide both sides by 2. Therefore, a is equal to 13 divided by 2. This is not the only way to find the value of a. Another way you can do that, remember that the value of x at this point, the turning point, will be what? Minus b divided by 2a. What is b? b is the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here is minus 12a. Divided by a is the leading coefficient, which is 1. So this value right here will be 12a exactly. Then take that 12a, plug it into the entire function, simplify, you have to get the value of a to be equal to this. Because if you plug in that value, you simplify, it is going to give you 0, right? Then you solve for a. You get 13 divided by 2. And you can also differentiate this function and set it to be equal to 0. It will give you what? The slope of the tangent line at the turning point, which is the horizontal tangent, right? At this particular point. So if you differentiate this function, you set it to be equal to 0, it will give you the value of x here. Then take that value, plug it into the original function, it will give you the corresponding value of y. But you know it is going to be in terms of a, then you have to relate it with 2. To solve, you have to get 13 divided by 2. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.